G'day everyone, I'm here with Robert from PixelPickle Games. He's making an amazing game, or pre-alpha stages of an amazing game, called Burden. So yeah, Robert, how are you doing today?
Tired, sore throat, but really good, yeah.
And it's only Saturday, you got another day and a half of this. What is Burden about? What do you want players to get out of Burden?
Well, it's a tower defense game. And the idea is you've got to strap the towers directly onto the giant that you're trying to protect. Currently there's 5 different giants that you've got to protect for the gods, and they all hold very important and secret cargo.
It's very kind of unique for a tower defense game. I'm wondering are you making this in response to a lot of the generic tower defense games that are being made today?
Well, I wanted to find a way to really bring out a true 3D environment. So you've got enemies coming from different heights, different directions, and they could board the giant from any direction at all. So I think that was what really works here. With the giant moving, it gives a sense of goals, and it goes along with the important storyline that comes along with the game. So, yeah. What
was your inspiration for this title at all?
Obviously, Shadow of the Colossus has some big influence, and just tower defense games in general. Just trying to bring a different aspect to them.
Now, at the moment, if you actually watch the footage, he's got like this cargo on his back. It actually sort of reminds me of Atlas, you know, with holding up the world a little bit. Hence the name Burden, I thought. But apparently you plan on replacing that with a little girl, with like an engineering girl?
No, it's not being replaced, because that's the important part of the story, because the cargo carries secret cargo of the gods. So if you can get to the end of each level with the cargo intact, that gives you more unlocks and gives you more in the way of how the story progresses. There is an avatar that sits on the shoulders of the giants as well, and she'll have personal devices, and she's the mechanic basically that has the ability to build these devices and unlock these schematics.
So what's their relationship? Is there any backstory between like the little girl and this big monster thing?
Not too integrated. The land is called Burden, and it's been ravaged by earthquakes and volcano and tidal waves. And the idea is the gods are presumably trying to help restore normality to the lands, but the Birdians don't trust them. You're a Birdian yourself, and you still believe in the gods, but the Birdians don't. So yeah, there's a few spins on the story throughout the story. So yeah.
So I understand you're still working out ideas, working out kinks. Is like a religious context something you thought from the beginning, or how did that weave into it?
I think it's something very powerful. To be honest, I'm not a very religious person myself, but I have a big interest in religion. So I think something like this. It sort of sways in the story about trust and your beliefs and stuff like that. So, and which way could you go towards the end. So
how long do you intend for the whole game to last for, I guess?
At the moment, we've sort of locked on 12 levels, but that could easily explode or cut down. Depends on the feedback we get from gameplay and stuff like that in later stages of on public alpha and stuff like that. So yeah.
And each level would probably be about what, 10 minutes long if you were to be successful?
Yeah, depending on the level, it'd be 5 to 10 minutes long. Yeah.
Does the creature actually intend on changing physically over time, or is there like different beasts we can choose from, or is it just that's the beast?
No, there's 5 different beasts. They're all very different, and they all have different sort of paths and attributes. What will be happening is currently there's just a random attack from the beast, but the avatar or the player will be able to control when those beasts attack. So they can crush certain elements on the ground, or they can swipe at flying enemies and have certain things like that.
Now, a very interesting question, or actually something you told me before, is only 2 people are making this game, if you don't count the music guy. We don't count music guys. Such an ambitious project with 2 people. I'm wondering if you have a phobia of people.
Not really. We've been living under a rock for a while because we focus on, so our social skills have dropped. But no, it's more to do with funding and just we have some set ideas now, and bringing on a lot of new people at this stage would just confuse things, I think. So, and we don't have a set office. We're sort of working from our own little studios, and it's working quite well for us at the moment. But if we find later on in the stages that we need to bring on more people, we'll certainly attempt to do that.
The reason I ask is I'm just mega impressed with how much you have done, and How many weeks, how many months has this been in the making?
We started in early January. Yeah, so the design's been going for about a year now.
So I understand it's pre-alpha days, but any guess as to when you'll be able to get a beta or a final version out?
Yeah, in a couple of months' time, we're trying to push a public alpha. We're hoping anyway. So yeah, so to get more feedback, because we've been getting some really good feedback today and yesterday, and we don't want to skimp on any of that. So yeah.
My feedback is that it's amazing, and no, good luck with it. Good luck with it all. Thanks a lot.